Imagine a simple evening. A small, intimate, private party, initially intended solely to celebrate music. No excessive camera flashes, no thousands of fans waiting outside of the venue. Just a small circle of close friends and colleagues gathered to listen to new music. But who would have thought that in a matter of minutes, that small party would become the center of global attention? And it all happened because of one name, Jungkook, BTS Golden Magnet. September 29, 2025. Happy date back to looming pop today. The K-pop world seemed to pause for a moment when SEB and BTS and Mingyu posted a few photos on Instagram. The photos, which initially had a simple purpose, showcasing a special moment from CBD and BTS's new subunit, CXM's listening party, suddenly became a global topic of conversation. There he was, without announcement, without an official agenda, without any prior warning. Jungkook was there. And suddenly, everything changed. CXM, the subunit fronted by SEB and Mingyu, was preparing that night to introduce their first mini-album, Hype Vibes, a work that should have been the main focus. But as soon as Jungkook stepped into the camera frame, all eyes shifted to him. The photos were no longer just party documentation. They had become icons. A snapshot of togetherness that suddenly sparked hysteria, causing social media to explode with virtual screams. But it wasn't just Jungkook's presence that made the moment explosive. It was the aura he carried with him. He arrived dressed all in black, a sleek leather jacket, fitted jeans, and his signature wide smile, a smile that somehow managed to combine gentleness and masculine charm. The tattoos adorning his arms, the gleaming piercings, all added to his edgy appeal, making him look like the perfect mix of bad boy and gentleman. No stage needed, no spotlights needed. Just stand, just smile, and the world fell in love all over again. Comments flooded Mingyu's post. The more I scroll, the louder I scream. Both are handsome in their own ways. Caps lock filled the comments section. Emotions ran high. Fans called their visuals absolutely insane, and many said they felt like they were dreaming, seeing two idols with such powerful auras standing side by side. Within minutes, the excitement spread. Instagram couldn't contain the screams of fans anymore. X, the platform formerly known as Twitter, was filled with thousands of tweets, memes, fan edits, and excited comments. Hashtags for Jungkook and Mingyu's names skyrocketed on the trending charts. Own Jungkook and Mingyu's listening party. I can't believe this happened. It feels unreal. Everyone was saying the same thing. That simple moment suddenly became a global phenomenon. But there was one detail that kept getting talked about. Jungkook's fashion that night. His black leather jacket was called the highlight of the night. Fans wrote, "OMG, Jungkook in that leather jacket looks so hot and handsome." Dozens of other comments echoed this sentiment, idolizing Jungkook's effortless style that somehow always managed to captivate. For many analysts, this moment was more than just a photo. It was nostalgia, a brief trip that reminded them of the dreamy teenage Jungkook, who has now grown into a man with unmatched charisma. There was a beautiful contrast in him. On one hand, his gentle smile still exuded the innocence of a young boy. On the other, his gaze held a masculine charm that was hard to ignore. But that moment wasn't just about the visuals. More than that, it was about friendship. Fans had long known about Jungkook and Mingyu's closeness. But in a K-pop world often portrayed as full of competition, that night brought something even warmer: support, sincerity, and brotherhood. ARMY and Carrot were equally touched. For ARMY, Jungkook's presence was a reminder that he was still there, still smiling, still alive amidst the busy lives of the BTS members. For Carrot, it was a source of pride that Mingyu was surrounded by genuine friendship, with a selective figure like Jungkook, who rarely appears in public. Present was a sign of true friendship. It didn't take long for that small party to turn into big news. Entertainment media outlets raced to cover the event. Jungkook and Mingyu's names dominated the headlines, even shifting the focus away from the album release. However, far from being detrimental, the moment actually gave CXM an extra spotlight. An unexpected win, fans were treated to a wonderful surprise, while CXM gained gained global attention ahead of their debut mini-album. And that night, the internet seemed to be on fire. Every photo of Jungkook was analyzed minute by minute. His hairstyle, tattoos, smile, even the slightest expressions that might have been missed by the camera. Fans even joked, there should have been a special stage just for Jungkook at that party. Many also expressed envy for the lucky guests who got to see Jungkook in person in a small room, without crowds, without large cameras. Just him, his warm smile, and his unmistakable aura. Ultimately, that simple party proved one big thing. Jungkook isn't just a singer. He's a global icon, someone who can turn a private party into a global phenomenon. With every step, with every smile, he continued to affirm one truth. The world will always be waiting for Jungkook. Even without singing, without dancing, without a stage, his mere presence was enough to set the internet ablaze, spark excitement, and leave unforgettable memories. And that night, together with Mingyu and CXM, they didn't just celebrate music. They created a story about friendship, surprises, and Jungkook's unmatched aura. A story that will be remembered, not just by RMI and Carrot, but by the entire world. That's our update for today. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and comment below. Thank you, and see you in the next update.